Welkom. Echt hoog bezoek vandaag. Echt werkelijk hoog bezoek. Dat is eigenlijk maar één stapje verwijderd van de president van de Verenigde Staten. Toch een van de belangrijkste mensen op deze aardbol ter wereld. En die man die daar net tussen staat, die is hier. Dat is de ambassadeur van de Verenigde Staten in België met zijn echtgenoten Howard Gutman en Michelle Leuwinger.
Your accent.
It's a big honor to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Did you know me? Did you know the show?
I have heard about you. I've heard the show.
Yeah.
But
have you heard good things about me?
You only hear good about Belgians everywhere, so I've heard great things about you.
Welcome in the show. Have you ever been to Kortrijk? Because you have visited quite a lot of cities in Belgium. Have you been to Kortrijk before?
We've spoken to the law students in Kortrijk at the university. And then I know Stefan de Klerk and Vince Quickenborn are both here, and so visited here as well for the government.
It seems like conquering this small country, eh? He has like a map of Belgium in his office, and you put little flags on it to point out the cities that you've already been in, eh?
We've been doing that, yes. We're getting close to
having seen them all?
Well, we've 150.
In 1 year?
And today we were in Bouillon and Orval in the morning, and we're in Kortrijk in the afternoon, so we
That's
cover
3
a lot
again.
of ground. And 1, and 2 and 1, so yeah, they're pretty far.
You look good for being in Orval. You didn't have too much beer?
We enjoyed it, but we've also, we've been to West-Verlaten for the beer, so beer is a good thing to go see.
Okay, good. Is his Dutch quite good? Because he's learning Dutch, you're studying French. Is his Dutch good?
His Dutch is getting there. It's pretty good.
Ik heb zoveel respect voor de schoonheid van een taal dat het niets meer ga zeggen in het Nederlands.
Oh. That's poetry. I mean, that's a nice sentence. But at least you've tried. We have some footage of you doing a speech in Mortsel. Very nice to watch.
Op deze 5 april staat Mortsel niet langer alleen. Wij zijn hier vandaag aanwezig om de herinnering levendig te houden aan ouders die hun kinderen toen hebben verloren. En ook aan alle kinderen die toen hun ouders verloren hebben.
Yeah, you said twice the same thing, but you meant it very well. You're talking about the bombardment of Mortsel in the Second World War. But let's not talk about sad things. Let's talk about funny things. Do you know all the politicians? I mean, talk about fun. That politicians in Belgium? It's quite a bunch, isn't it?
There are a lot. There's almost a million
There's
politicians.
a lot of them. We have like 3 parliaments, 4 prime ministers. I can't even count them anymore.
But I do. I've gotten to know many well. I've had lunch with Bart de Wever, and I know I've had lunch with Ilio de Rupo. So I get to see both sides of the country. Yes.
And are you also there? Can you keep them apart?
I met most of them. I'm good friends with President Van Rompuy's wife.
Ah, okay. You went shopping with her?
Oh, yeah, we went shopping.
Really?
Yes. We did.
You spent New Year's Eve with the Krem family.
Yes, we did.
We had Peter the Krem
really
here
nice.
on the chair.
And she's gone shopping with Caroline, so there's a pattern developing quickly there.
It's just a way to become friends with people, and it's a common thing I have with women, so we do that, and they're very nice.
How do they celebrate New Year's Eve at the Krem family? Because he's the Minister of Defense, so he has the best fireworks in the country.
No fireworks.
But you know what? He also is a wonderful family man. So we did it with his children and his wife, and we had a great family New Year's Eve, and we had a great time. A little bit of beer, a little bit of champagne. You have to do that in Belgium, but we had the family.
And you shake it up a bit, and you go home. Oh, thank you very much. It's a new year again.
It's not really that good for ambassadors to do that.
Okay. Of course, you know the Prime Minister who is still on, Yves Le Terme. We went to his office and we asked him something, namely to ask you a question.
Good evening, Howard. During your first year as an ambassador of the United States to Belgium, you visited a lot of villages, towns. You met a lot of people here in Belgium. I heard that you even tasted already a West-Vleteren. Starting from all these experiences, If you would have to describe the Belgians through 3 top characteristics, what would these be?
That's difficult. That's really difficult.
You know, it's, first of all, the word that comes immediately is amazingly friendly. Everywhere we go, from going with, the way I know the Prime Minister is from meetings, but we go to the Standard games together.
Yeah, the football games.
The football games together. And so, but on the streets, it doesn't matter where, whether we're in Bray with Kim Kleisters or whether we're in
Val or Dubuis.
Or Val or Dinant, and no matter where we are, the people are amazing. So they're amazingly friendly. Second, they are the most involved in their society. This election, everybody sits there and talks before the election, and I see it as a spectacular democracy. People see it as a concern about,
but the funny thing is, if you ask somebody in Belgium, who did you vote for, nobody says it. That's funny. They've been involved with politics, but they don't want to know that they've voted for NVA or SPA or whatever.
But they live it every morning. They're reading the papers. They're talking about, they're all watching the evening news. And the third thing, I guess, is modesty. All Belgians are modest. And to me, that's such an important characteristic because I always meet with the government and I say we can do great things together. And the reason you can do great things together with Belgium is Belgians don't talk just to be heard. When Belgians speak, they have something to say. And so when they say it, it matters. And so I go to the government, whether it's the Minister of Justice or Steven Van Akker, and say, let's go do this. If a Belgian says it, it counts.
Good. What's your experience? Coming back on the De Crème family, did you like his new garage door?
The garage door.
Before it got hit.
Before it got hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has a new one.
I heard about that.
Yeah. But is it, I mean, I think the security topic in America is much bigger than it is in Belgium. I mean, he got hit by it was a local guy and was not really a big terrorist threat behind it. But you walk around here, I mean, you have security, there's a lot of security people here. You must be a security nightmare. I mean, most ambassadors to stay at the embassy, you walk around